Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, it's an interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Patriots get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air on first down, May. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. Third down coming. May now from the gun. Avoid some trouble there. He puts everything behind this one. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Good return here of 19 yards. And the Cardinals will have themselves a short field to begin the drive. New set of downs for him at the 38. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Has it in close. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cardinals go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Brown adds the PAT. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Brown on to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Going to run again with Swift. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. Offense in the hurry up here. May now on 3rd down. Able to get it to Moore. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going play action, May. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
May trying again here on 2nd. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again, May. Into the hands of Olave. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Here's the pistol snap to May. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Chooses to bring this one out. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
Through the decades, Kate, all kick returners have had to have tremendous vision, but it's a little different now with these new rules. You're not watching and feeling those guys running at you all the way down the field, no. Now you're more like a running back. You're looking for that crease, that opening, that lane to exploit, and boy, did he.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Lance now. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead to 7. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brown now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals grow their lead to 8. Now Brown on to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 9-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. On the gun, it's May. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call it 32 yards on the punt. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. They're out and set, first and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That finds Jacobs, complete. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Arizona! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Brown now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals lead by 15 now. Now Brown on to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
May now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Diamador Lenore. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air, Lance. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Cardinals pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Jacobs. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Jacobs. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Brown on to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, here's Swift. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. The Cardinals deciding to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rush coming for May. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Cardinals football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's trying to push the field. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're set up at the 35 now. May on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another 2nd to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19. Right, ready to send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they had that one contained right at the line. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Brown on to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw for May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Now May on third and long. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Cardinals have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Looking to throw Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He has it at the 5. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Brown adds the PAT. And the Cardinals continue piling onto this lead. Now Brown on to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
At their own 19-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Connects with Bateman. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Patriots.
Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's got a man left. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. This is complete to Olave. And he's taken down at the 30. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's May to the air. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on 1st down, May. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots Patriots parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
To the air yet again, May. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Defense showing blitz here, May. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's Diamador Lenore.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Throwing his lands. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. To the air, Lance. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Lance now. Cut by Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That finds Jacobs complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a first. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again. Is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. May on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Patriots.
May now from the gun. To the outside and complete to Olave. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. Caught near the goal line. And he has the New England touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots make it an 11-point ball game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that makes it 3rd down. Lance. McBride hauls it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 21. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Cardinals up by 11. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Lance. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Zerline puts it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Brown on to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
May trying again here on 2nd. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Bateman, the motion man left. Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Now a run with Jacobs. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Calling about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope